Everybody, I'm Shelowann, a teacher of Herbalist Mediumship School.
Hey there, I'm Jeanette from Joyful Jeanette.
And I'm Adele Marie from Angelic Wise Ones, and welcome to Girl Talk. It's Girl Talk time. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's like one of those days. And I love when people sit there and share, and we just had a good time on Spirit Talk time, so I hope you catch that one too. And then you'll be able to find Shelowann's Chat, Sip, and Chew.
She said it again.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Roll.
Yes, she
I know.
is.
So let's thank our Angelic crew back here. We have Karen.
Linda.
I didn't know.
Fixing her pants.
Linda, Uridia, Brooke, and Tiger joins us.
All right.
Yay. Dude, you got your new game up, right? Yeah? Is it up? You're working it? Oh, Snuggerduss. When he pulls that up, he's got like a new thing he's doing.
Okay.
So, like, okay, fine. I know she brought it up here for a reason and stuff. So,
What?
Oh,
That?
Lord.
Yes. So we don't always like to tear things apart, but we do like to put them together. But I guess we'll tear them apart. And so, who makes the? So when you're out on it for the first date, who makes the arrangements for the first date?
That's a great question.
I
my
know,
God.
I know, it really
She
is.
almost blew me out of my chair.
right?
Go ahead.
That's
No,
a great.
I
Like,
thought-
I was asking the question. It's such a great question. It just went.
Because go ahead.
No.
Who should create the first date? Should you create it? Should the guy ask you to create it?
It's
Or
so
should
new.
he create
It's
it?
so new. Let's create
If he-
it.
Guy.
The guy should. You think so?
No, it's so.
If
First-
he asked you out.
You didn't say that at first.
I know, right?
Okay,
That puts a whole different spin on
if
it.
he asked you out, I would say, in my opinion, was if he's asking me out, he needs to come up with something
Yeah.
from the get go.
Yeah.
In that fashion, yes.
All right. Well,
You
but then you're
impressed
trying.
me.
But then you're
Why
saying
didn't
you would
you
ask
me?
the guy out.
No. I was gonna say, if we were going out together, that we could decide together. But
Well, but you have to have
if
a
he
starting
asked
point.
me, he asked me out, then I think it's on him.
It's
but
on him?
But he could feel free to ask me questions, or
what you
Oh,
like
you mean,
to
like,
do.
do you like to
Yeah, I
hike?
don't
Do you like
necessarily
to
expect
go
him
out on
to
a boat? Do
to
you
go
like to
out and
Well, like the one she just
bring
showed
me a
us.
dozen
that,
roses, a
he
diamond
was
ring,
saying,
and $1 million in the bank.
Right.
we ain't doing all that.
He was saying how if you could sit there and go out on your first date, what would it be? And the more characters or the more, what was that? Descriptive.
You got more
points or something for creating one. And I'm thinking like, well, okay, so that's a door opener, but at the same time, like, then why don't you explain to me? Let's see how many points you get for coming up creatively, with something too to go out with, right?
Well,
It's
then it
like
also depends on how well you know each other.
True. Well, I'm hoping that you would get to know each other before you went out anyway.
On a first date?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
I might meet some guy in a supermarket and we might chit chat a few times, but that doesn't mean he knows me that well.
Well, no, that's what I'm. No. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, get to know
you're
each
getting
other
to-
previously.
right? Like, you might meet somebody, and then he'll ask you for your number, and you give it to him or not, or you ask for his number, and then it's on you to sit there and get a hold of him. But you would have a conversation before you went out,
And you
right?
talk and get to know each other a little bit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he should have enough information to be
Right.
able to go. Okay.
And should it just stay on text or should it be on the phone?
Oh, hell no.
Phone. All right, but I think they're going to, because this world wants to hang out with the texting, with everything.
That'll tell you a lot
know
about
what
a person.
That's actually a good point. You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because I know personally, I like to text, but if I'm getting to know someone, potentially a date or a romantic,
right.
we need to talk on the phone.
We need to talk on the phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to get to know you
It's
through
too
text.
much, yeah.
Yes. I had a client one time and we, he was a long distance client, but next thing you know, in the middle of the nights, he would just start texting me these long conversations. And I'm just looking at it going, okay, well, this has nothing to do with you
Seriously?
being my client.
Wow.
Okay. And then he would just like, well, what is it like to, to sit there and talk to dead people? And then he would go on this energy and that energy and stuff. And he was like, don't you think that we should sit there and assimilate and like experience this together? And I'm going,
assimilate and
No.
experience.
right.
So in the middle
No.
of the night, he had the most profound.
Well, you know what
thinking
time that is.
questions.
Right.
I wasn't going to
That's
say
just
it.
weird.
I was thinking it. I wasn't going to
Yes.
say it, but
Yes.
I was like, I don't want
What's
to
an
say that.
ethereal booty call?
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
God.
That's what it was.
You like putting them And those little threads out in the ethers to you.
I know. And I was just sitting there going,
Adele.
Okay. Yeah.
Adele.
Yes, because he started really getting
I
into
gotta
some,
have her.
Right? He was really starting to get into some things.
been
And I'm
thinking
just
about
like,
that.
right, he was. And I'm going, yeah, this ain't like, you know.
No, you were probably like, what the?
Yeah, this is booty call time, and like, you know, this ain't happening. Like,
Yeah.
we are not like doing this. No. And thankfully though, he didn't send me any pictures.
Ooh,
then it
he
would've
would've
been
been
Stop
shut
sending
down
the
with
pictures.
the
Stop
quickness.
sending people.
Yes.
Who's gotten
Will you
a picture?
please?
Yes.
Oh man,
Who's gotten a picture?
Who's gotten a booty call picture?
I haven't. I just hear about them. I haven't got
Honestly,
one.
I have not.
I'm glad too.
I have not.
Uh-oh, she's quiet.
Aw.
Oh, got one back here.
I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one, Linda, on your phone or email or what?
It was on the phone.
Okay.
And he was trying to get me to send him one. I'm like, yeah, right.
All right. Yeah, that ain't never gonna happen, right?
No, because then everybody would have had it.
Yes, yes.
Right,
Everybody in the world
exactly.
would have had it. I got one in the email one time, and the thing is, when you get it in my email, and you know, the picture just like. It's real
Right,
big.
it's always big
It
in
didn't.
email.
It doesn't come in a thumbnail. It comes in a huge
Oh
one.
my gosh.
So you saw all the texture.
Right.
Wait, you didn't have to open it.
No, you
Oh,
don't have to
all
open
you
it.
did was open your
Email. All you did is open the
Oh.
email, and it was just like
Did you
boom,
just go, oh,
right there. Yes.
oh.
And I was just like, oh, and I'm going delete. Like, you know, it's like
That's
no,
dramatic.
and yes, you know, back then if I'm not a lady, I would have sat there and said, oh, I got to send this to all my friends,
Right.
and then I got to send it over here, and I got to send it over there.
What
you
is,
know?
what is that supposed to be a prize?
It's supposed
I mean,
like
what is that?
Some
Yeah.
of them are so proud of that. It's like,
I
Yeah.
mean,
don't.
no, that is not the.
No.
And then you're on Instagram, and yes, I got one on Instagram.
Seriously?
So yeah, so you know when you go on there and like you can see what people, you know, if they like your picture, if they talk to you and stuff, and then up at top it says something about request, and I'm like, what's this? And I push it, and yes,
Oh.
and it's just like, you know, really, like,
Wow.
come on, like you're hard up.
So
When
rude.
they're doing that kind of stuff, they're really like they're
Yes.
so fishing you like crazy.
Thinking
you know,
that they're PP.
right, right.
That's all it is.
Right, like, you know, it's like, oh, let me send her this, and maybe she'll
Yeah,
be
this
dumb
is the
enough
perfect
to
thing
sit
to
there and
do.
say, oh, hey, dude, how you
Right.
doing?
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
but
so
they're
honored
proud
to
of
receive
it.
this
They're
from
proud.
you.
right?
Very proud of it.
No, it's just like this is crazy. Like, you know, now if you're out at the ocean and you're like out in the water and something happens and your like pants happen to come off right from a wave, like if you're like what on the board, you
Yeah,
know, and
that's
stuff.
different.
That's different. Okay,
Right,
it's
you
like,
take a
ooh,
back.
yeah, right. But that's not something permanently you're scarring me with by sending it to me in a picture.
Yes.
You know, and stuff, and it's like, oh, I don't think you meant that to happen right there in that water. But
So let me think. So when they hit the send button, do you think they're going like, "Oh, this is great"? Like,
Yeah.
like what are they thinking when they
I'm
do
horny. I'm attracted to her.
Yes,
I want
I
to
just
sex her
saw a
up.
picture of that.
Maybe she'll want to do the same with
maybe
me.
she'll want to do the same. Yes,
But they're stupid because they don't know that's not the way to get to a woman.
No,
Most women.
no, but there are individuals out there that go, "Oh my God, like this is this
It's so
person must
big.
like this person must like me."
Yes,
and
that's
stuff.
true.
Yeah, so I better get back to
A
them.
lot of that goes on.
You know, and there's a lot of guilt too because they're like, "Oh, I got to, I got to, like."
because they
you
sent
know.
me something, so I better reply.
Right.
Blah blah blah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
So
Yeah.
I learned the hard way when anybody has any type of those pictures too,
Mm-hmm.
like when they want to friend you and they have certain pictures.
Oh, yeah.
You know, no shirts on or anything else like that. It's like, no, man. This
Yeah,
keep
shirt
on rolling.
off, holding a beer on the beach.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
mean-
you know, keep going, keep going. Or the what was it? There was two guys up against their Jeep.
Yes.
You know, it's
Or
like,
some guy with a fake background with a suit on standing in front of an airplane or something.
right.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
No.
Yeah.
funny.
It's like
funny.
no, if you have any salt about you, you're not going to do something like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so
Wait, unless you're a comedian. Oh.
Oh dear.
Even comedians are more original than that.
even comedians, I don't think
know
they
why
would
I thought
like.
of that. I'm like, why else would you like concoct like the plane with the background? That's like really.
Well, they're trying to show you that they got money and they got a big thing because they got a plane right there.
Okay. All right.
You didn't get that?
No, I did, but the idea that it's all fake. Okay, I didn't.
You're just
I need
thinking
a little
money.
help. I need a
Just
little
money,
help.
right? Just thinking money, right? You know, and stuff. But I think, and the other one was one time somebody sent me a picture. They were on the beach sitting in, they were fishing, So, and they were sitting there, and you could see their toes, and you can see the fishing rod in between the toes and stuff. And it's just like, really, you know,
funny.
That's
yeah, it was funny though. So that's to me would be a comedian.
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm fishing for you, but look at my big toe. Okay,
Wow.
and it
It's
was just
ready.
like,
It's ready.
yeah,
boy.
no.
Reel it in.
Yeah. So, but would you ask a guy out on a date and then you sit there and like, because what kind of date would you, if you could sit there and create the date, what would it be?
Oh man, that's I can't answer that.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You go.
Okay, first date.
Yes.
It was-
She done thought about this.
I know, right?
Clearly,
That's good though.
from beginning
No,
to end.
Yes.
exactly. I'm just going off what popped in my head,
Yeah,
and it would be, why not, to me, there could be all kinds of things to do, but it would be go out on a nice dinner, go to a nice dinner, and the reason I say that is because there's talk time in there. I just have to make sure I wouldn't order, and then you could really get to know somebody, like, and you
Wait a minute, what wouldn't you order?
there's a list of the messy foods, like,
Yeah.
it depends where you go, like, because if I'm going to pick something up and as I'm eating it, it's like dripping or
Like spaghetti.
Like
Yeah,
spaghetti's
spaghetti.
probably one of them, or tacos. Not that if a nice restaurant, it probably wouldn't be tacos, but then again, it could be like a Mexican restaurant. It just depends. But the idea to
Yeah, you
have
don't want to get gas afterwards.
See, I don't know. I don't think that
Woo,
I
you
would
have to
say
hold that gas in.
anything
That's
is
very
off limits.
uncomfortable.
If
That's what I'm
if
saying.
you're gonna
No
take me out to
beans.
dinner, then you might as well see
Forget
how
them
I am at
refried
dinner.
beans.
no. You said the first date. You said the first.
The first date,
I
I'm
would
still
not
going to
eat
order.
beans to save my life.
I'm still going to order something that catches my eye that I'm going to
Okay.
like want to
Lentils.
eat.
Maybe this is an experience
Chickpeas.
that we had
They
that I
don't
have
gas
to bring
me
up.
On a bean thing.
Hold up. Yeah, she said.
Yeah,
There's bean
you
out.
know what? That was funny because that's what Rainbow. I'm so sorry. That's what Rainbow wanted to talk about tonight. She wanted to talk about tooting
Oh my
and
gosh. What's funny
burping.
is that I know people. It is,
Right there.
But I know people
That's
that
what
have
I'm getting into.
They've gone
Yes.
on Beano and Gas X before they've gone on dates because they were so worried before about the whole thing. Like,
But
you
I still
can't
say,
have it.
okay, so
Yeah,
you
what were you
want
saying?
you want a dinner. I'm going to order what I want. If there's something that catches my eye, I'm ordering it. So
Well, but if I'm going to a nice restaurant, I'm probably more than likely not going to be all. There's not going to be all that messy kind of food, like super juiciness and stuff that you bite it and it's like, because I know
like a
this
burger.
is why too. Remember
I
the
get a
time
burger.
we were all eating? It was a piece of steak.
uh-huh.
Yeah. And I, I was killing my meat while I was
This
eating
is
it.
Jeanette when she does a steak. She's got the
I
steak
can't.
here. She's got the fork.
You're killing it again?
And then she's like this. Okay? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yep.
So,
Meanwhile, I'm
Hallmark
like,
people don't do that.
no.
don't
But
know
I bet you know what? But I don't think
You don't
she's
know
I
everything.
really don't think she's
Conscious
consciously
of it?
aware. Tiger had to sit
No.
there and get her notice to it one time.
No, he said, look at you. And I go, what do you mean, look at me? He goes, look how you're eating your meat. And I'm like, what? And I had it like,
Meat.
oh, what? Was it? What?
You said that.
No.
Look how you eating your
Good
meat.
thing he's wearing, oh my
Did you
God.
hear?
Really?
You got it
Really?
now?
It's like what we said earlier, wasn't it, Brooke?
Okay, whatever.
Okay. How
I
you're
need a
eating your
drink.
steak? He said, "Look how you're eating your steak."
And I looked down and I was like, and I had, instead of the dainty way of doing it, you know, I had it
Just
like
like-
this. You know.
Yeah.
I was with friends, man.
Right. But no,
Okay,
I get
yeah.
what you're saying because
Yeah.
if you sit down for dinner, yes, they have to sit right there and you're going to get to know each
You're
other
gonna
right
know,
then
is
and
this
there.
gonna
Yes.
is this gonna be this or this?
The movies, you don't really get to know each other.
I
Go
wouldn't wanna go to the
bowling.
movies.
Oh, I love
Bowling, like,
movies.
it knows whether you got patience or not, or like if you're going
That's
to
a
knock
good
somebody
point.
out because you can't do nothing right, or
That's
you
the
know,
reason I say
if you're
dinner.
a good winner or loser. Okay.
Yeah. And
Right.
it would be fun, and I like the idea of going to a little nice restaurant first.
Mm-hmm.
Not down the road, be like wherever, but just because it's fun to get a lot dressed up
Right.
and then go out and then have that time, because then you are gonna know, you're gonna get a sense right away.
Man, that's intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't avoid if this is gonna be good or not. I feel
Right.
like.
Okay.
I don't think I could. I'm not gonna mess that up at this point. So.
All right.
That would
Okay.
be my first. That would be what I would
All right.
suggest first. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What are you talking
think,
about,
mountain
Linda?
climbing?
So if you go to a restaurant with someone, what happens if they take you to the bar instead of at a table? How do you guys feel about that one?
Well, we haven't got to hers yet, but how do we
Let's-
feel about going to the bar instead of a table?
You mean eating at the bar, or just eat the
Someone
whole
takes
thing?
Well, that lets you know that this person already has on their mind this is going to be a,
This is-
Yeah, I'm
an
not-
eat and go. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to take you to the bar. If you can't hang here and stuff, then I'm out of here.
This isn't serious.
Right.
This is
I'm out of here. This is your pickup. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, I'm in for it for the meat.
That's funny. I wasn't
Because at
looking at
a
it
bar,
that way.
you're
I
not,
was
I mean,
looking at
at
it
a
as
bar, you're
alcohol.
sitting like this. You're not even like sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not intimately, like, you know, you're
You
still
want-
holding yourself.
yeah.
you're still blocking yourself and holding yourself like back to see what's going to happen.
And you want the what's at the bar, not me, really, because
Right.
you're not even facing.
Well,
me.
that's what
right,
that's
because
what I
then
would
there's a
like.
mirror, and they can like look all over the place and they can get
Yes.
distracted.
Mm-hmm.
You right here. What do you think? What a first date?
What, a first date?
Mhm.
I don't know, something different.
Right,
Something different and something where I don't really know. Something where we could talk
right.
and laugh and joke and stuff. I just would want to have fun.
Because I work a lot of hours, So years ago when I was young, before any of the kids, a gentleman sat there and we went out, but he took me all the way to the Blackwater Refuge, like over top the bridge, and it's gorgeous there. It's beautiful there, but it was such a long drive. Coming back, I fell asleep, and stuff. And he goes, "No, that's really fine and stuff." But I'm like, "No, I don't like that because anything could happen."
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was a first date. Yeah.
So
no.
and it was nice. I mean, the refuge, it was really nice with the animals, the water, and the birds and everything. But and we had a chance to just hang out and talk in a very like relaxed kind of
That's
thing,
true. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I don't know about nowadays if I would do that.
Right.
So, yeah.
But that would be on a few dates down the road. Sure, that would be like a day you could go. That would be fun.
Right. But in one way, it's kind of interesting because would you want them intimately to just, let's get to know one another, or do you want a lot of distractions around? Like if he sits there and says, let's go boating, okay? I'm like, okay, that's cool, but you're more into the boating part and everything else, and I'd rather once I got to know you and know you like that, then I know what, what I'm getting myself into.
I think we should be focused on one another. Yes, it depends.
That's a good
It
point,
depends,
but
though.
guys, I'd fall into the boat. I'm sorry. It would be. This is what would happen. Though I got to be honest, because I like the water, and so I'm not saying we all don't, but if somebody said you want to go out on a ride on a boat, I even if I never went out with the guy again, I'd probably still go on the boat because I like boats.
Oh, I do too.
But wait a minute. What if you went out on but it was just the two of you, and then like. He had planned a romantic dinner and not anything else, but just a romantic dinner.
Like they don't think of anything else.
No, but what I'm
right?
saying, you know what I mean? Like a first,
Right.
that's kind of sweet.
That's really nice.
kinda
That's
sweet.
romantic and all that
Romantic.
stuff. And he's setting the tone. But it's also going to be up to you on what you allow him like to treat you. Like I'm setting my tone too right now.
That's true. You're starting to dance. You're starting to dance.
Right. And stuff. So right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we
just
going to
thinking about-
dance.
First dates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how well you feel. I mean, it depends on your goals and stuff, and how attracted you are to one another too.
He says, "So, would you sit there and take a walk around the lake with me?"
Perfect. Let's go.
That's
Right.
romantic too.
I'm not a very complicated person, even though I'm complicated.
I love it.
I really
Yes,
not.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not complicated.
I'm
I'm
simple.
just complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, we'll get into what, Rainbow Butterfly, my joy guide, says hello to everybody and throws out loud and
Rainbow,
stuff. She
Rainbow.
goes, you asked everybody that question, and she said, and I had an answer, and you just, overlooked me. But no, I didn't, because, you had to remind me, you said that earlier to me, because I was like, Rainbow, what do you think we should talk about tonight? And she says, I want to talk about tooting and burping. I love it. When do you think When do you think would be the first toot? Like when you meet somebody.
Oh my God! It
Not
can't
on the first date.
No, it's not
Hell
on the
no.
first date because everybody's gonna be like, making sure everything
Everything's
is
perfect?
good.
Yes.
I don't care. You're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna be myself.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
sure.
man. 'Cause
What if he does?
I don't know about that. If he goes to the side.
Oh, hell no. What you
Yeah,
say?
she said she leaned into me with her boobies, and she goes, "What if he goes to the side?"
And lifts his butt up his oh, bye. Mm-mm. No.
No, that's like you. I don't care if I
can be. I don't care. You can call
You
me
don't
whatever you
understand.
want. I can be uptight. I can
Yeah.
be.
People do that. They
That
do
ain't
Don't
that.
happening.
do that.
Don't do
'Cause
that.
you know why?
Beginning.
No, that's a
they're
that's a
proud
one
of
and
it.
done.
Yes.
That is a one and done.
No.
All right.
Yep. But what if something happens and you have a toot coming? What are you gonna do?
Excuse
And
me.
You're
I
on
had-
that boat,
I had
Jeanette.
to powder my nose.
Yes,
know,
Jeanette,
fine.
you're on that boat. Okay.
Oh yeah, but there's noise out in the water. You're good.
I was waiting
Yeah,
for her to say
you better
there's
make sure
air.
It's gonna smell.
Right. There's
Oh,
air.
you got the air.
Right.
and
There's
wind.
air and noise.
But you better hope it don't go. The wind don't blow it his way.
Right.
Yeah. Turn
If he did, I would
Like
be
I said,
I would
don't
be, like,
eat no
tripping
beans.
into him, pushing him like, oh, look at that bird over there.
And then as you say, look at that bird over there. What are you doing?
If
You're tooting over here. Bird's there. Tooting here. Okay, you got it.
No, but what if it's like loud?
Yes,
Right.
it sounds like a duck.
Yes.
the
Yes.
idea would be that you would want it to be like
Oh
that.
man.
You're saying if it just
I don't
happened,
know.
if it just happened, it's like, oh, it just happened. There it is. This is life, and you
I
have to.
thought it. I thought it.
Whoop, that's right.
Right.
I bought it.
You got. I mean, that might just break the ice. You never.
Exactly.
I mean, it might just be like, oh, I'm so glad we're done with that because that was coming.
I am sorry, but I have gas and I have to fart.
That's right. Maybe.
That tells you a
Get it out
lot
of the
about
way.
a guy, you know.
You got it.
We were in Nashville and we were in the store and we had just eaten like, I don't know, an hour or so before that. And I was sitting there going, oh shoot. And no, we were just looking around. And so I walked, and when I walked, I tooted. And I walked by her and I said, I just tooted. And I kept going because I was like, oh shit. Like, where did that come from? Oh my God. It was one of those, like, you didn't know, it just
It just
happened.
came out of nowhere. You know what? That boy done busted loose.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like,
I was glad for the
go.
warning. It was nice. It's considerate. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, don't go back that way, Jeanette.
Yeah. Gotcha. Thank you.
Right?
Keep
I
walking.
mean,
It's like, hello.
I mean,
Yes.
everybody has bodily functions,
Right.
and
Right,
to
it's
me,
so
if
funny,
you
I
can't
know.
talk about it,
Right.
eventually, I mean, and crack a joke. I mean, gosh, it's very humbling. You got to sit on the toilet and take a poo every day. You got to pass gas. I mean,
Yes, you do.
burp.
You do.
You get boogies. I mean,
Right.
it's just
Okay, so burping, like, okay, so everybody, like, in here knows that before the show starts, I'm going to, like, burp. And,
wait, hold up. You just said that like it was a teeny tiny
Yeah.
burp. No, this is a
We
mega
tell all
burp
here. We tell
that
all
comes
here.
from the
Yeah.
depth of her
Yeah.
the
And
toes.
it helps
all
the
the
show
way
go.
up
It
out
helps
of
the
her
flow
belch.
go. Yeah.
I belch.
Yes.
Okay. So it's so funny because when Tucker, he'll sit there and he'll start looking at my mouth and he'll go, bah, right? And I'll be like looking at him and he goes, bah. And finally, you know how you can swallow and then you can
Yes.
burp it? So I have to do that for him and he will watch inside my mouth as I
gosh,
do it.
really?
And he's just like, and then he giggles and laughs when you burp
That is so
and
funny.
and stuff. So that's what I'm like,
Kids are funny.
I'm looking at working on the burping triathlon with him.
All right.
So, but you're saying don't eat beans because you can toot, but a lot of times people eat peppers and that makes them burp.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Like what else
See
do you
it.
think makes them burp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burp?
Yeah.
Oh,
Soda.
yeah,
Soda.
that's true.
Soda.
Bubble
Like
stuff.
carbonated stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, carbonated.
Yeah.
So like, do you like? Where was it? I was out with somebody like eons ago, and they belched after they finished eating. They said that's the custom here, and I was like, yeah,
Okay.
but I don't care if it's a custom here or what. Like, I don't want to smell your after food like effects.
And I
like,
don't want to hear it.
Right.
He
I don't
probably.
hear
Are
it.
you sure this person didn't send pictures too?
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
She's proud of that.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
I know,
this
right?
is it.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
First date.
First date. I mean,
And we're out
yeah.
in public.
You're out in public.
Don't do that shit, man.
Right. So, but you brought up an interesting factor of sitting on the pot, right? Sitting on the potty. And when do you go poo in front of you? Like, let's say now that you're dating and you're having a good old time and stuff like that, and you got to go. Like, and do you leave the door open? Do you leave it closed? Do do you look for one of those ventilation air thing, and stuff?
You're saying they're gonna know or they're not gonna know?
See, years ago,
They're
we
gonna
used to-
know.
they're going to know. Years ago, we used to keep a book of matches on you.
Yeah.
That really
So
works.
you can go,
It does.
Yes.
I keep those
Yeah.
in my bathroom.
Yes.
Or the
Instead
spray,
of
that little spray they have.
Fake air freshener that
Right.
just makes it smell.
Yeah, that works. That's right. That works too.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Poopery.
Oh.
Yeah. The drops that you put in the water.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. So, how long do you think it really takes somebody before they go poo in front of someone else?
I guess it depends on your
I think
body.
Long
And I think it
time.
depends on how comfortable they are with one. Some people are really uptight about poo.
Right.
That's true.
They don't even
Yeah.
want to poo or they don't want to pass gas. So
Right.
I'm going to say it depends on our comfort
Okay.
level.
All right. Don't go poo in there while I'm brushing my teeth. That's
Yeah,
all I
don't
can
do
say.
that shit.
Just don't go
That's
in.
nasty. Because
Yes.
can you imagine brushing your teeth?
I
and
know,
the
because
smell
you're
in
the
your
smell.
mouth?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god.
That's like a memory after that. That's
And
disgusting.
can we all just acknowledge the fact that poo smells like poo?
Yes, it does.
It's gonna smell.
Hey guys, we got our mugs in right now. This is my Angelic Wise Ones, Love, Laughter, and Light. And then we have our Spirit Talk Time mug. So join us sometimes. You never know when you're going to win a mug. So, ladies, this has been fun.
We
guys,
may have to
thank you so much.
revisit this topic.
I
I
know
don't
we
think
will.
we're done,
I know we're
Rainbow.
not.
We're just getting
Who
started.
knows the fact and all this, but yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks, guys, back here. We got a lot to do. Thursday night messages with me, Adele Marie's coming up.
Next.
And
Right.
is it next
Yeah.
anymore?
Yeah.
It's not next anymore. That's the problem.
Oh, okay, right.
Right. Thursday
Oh
night.
yeah.
There's
My
always
Here
bad.
now on
something
Sunday
next.
night.
My
Yes.
bad.
Something coming.
See, we had so much fun before. We did all 3 shows in a row, but we knew that it was too
Was
much for you
everything all
guys.
mixing up?
It was
Yeah.
too long for you guys for 2 hours to sit and
Yeah.
watch us, even though, like, it's perfectly fun watching us and stuff, right? But
Right,
until
right.
next time, join us again
Yeah,
on
next
Girl
time.
Talk.
That's
At Spirit
right.
Talk Time.
Take
See you
care.
then.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
The poo to you.